Hello my dear students, welcome to our program for Science 3rd Prep Stage. Today we have an important session about revision Unit 1 and Unit 2. Let's go to see our lesson and different types of this session today, different types of this question, and how can you answer this question in a right way. Let's go to see the first one. In this revision about Unit 1 and Unit 2, we have a very important part that called chemical reaction are classified into many types. We have many types of chemical reaction. Write the type of each reaction of the following one. Number 1, we have H2 plus CuO, hydrogen plus copper oxide. Give us what? Cu plus H2O. This one is called simple substitution reaction. Let's go to see another one. We have KOH, potassium hydroxide, plus HCl, hydrochloric acid or hydrogen chloride. Let's go to see the result here. KCl, it is a type of salt, and we have hydrogen that move away from this reaction. So we have the potassium hydroxide plus another one that called acid. So here, this is base and acid, give us salt and the hydrogen here. Why? Because here we have what? We have double substitution reaction. Excellent. So, double substitution reaction, it means what? It means two compounds that form two new substances after substitute each other or substitute the ions of each one of these compounds. Another one of these reactions, we have Na plus HCl, element with compound. This is what? It's very easy, mister. It's simple substitution one. Excellent. Why? Because we have one atom of an element, of a strong element, that makes substitution of another weak element in its compound. Let's go to see another one. We have CaCO3. What is the name of this compound? I hear you. Yes, very good. It's calcium carbonate. It is a type of salt, solid salt. So this one, by heat energy, give us what? Give us carbon dioxide that move away from the reaction, and we have calcium oxide. So we have the heat energy here that make the composition of the first compound. What is the type of this reaction here now? Yes, thermal decomposition. Very good. Why? Because here we have the arrow that contains a condition that called the heat energy, that's called triangle. So we have one compound that decomposed into two compounds or more. In some cases, here we have two compounds. So the thermal decomposition, it is one of the very important types of chemical reaction in our curriculum. Concentrate with me very well in this type of question. Another type of questions here, we have defined each of the following. What's meant by each of the following? Define, it means I need the definition of each concept here. Let's go to see. It is very easy one. Electric current intensity. So it is Unit 2. Concentrate with me very well. We have electric current intensity. What's meant by this one? It's a quantity of charges that transfer between 2 points. What the measuring unit of quantity of a charge? Yes, excellent. We have coulomb here. This coulomb is the measuring unit of quantity of charges. So it is the quantity of charges that transfer between 2 points in a conductor. What's meant by conductor? It means wire, it means a piece of metal, it means anything of both of them. In 1 second, it is very important to know this. I have intensity here, so I have in 1 second. So this is the definition of intensity. I need 1 second here in this definition if I have intensity. But if I have electric current without intensity, so it is a quantity of a charge that transfer between 2 points in a conductor. Just it. So it is very important to know the difference between them. Let's go to see another one. Volt. What's meant by volt? Mister, it's a measuring unit of potential difference, right? But it is not definition. We have a definition here. This definition, it's what? It's a potential difference between 2 points in a conductor when 1 ampere of electric current intensity pass in the conductor has 1 ohm of resistance. I need 1 ohm here and I need 1 ampere to make what? To make the measuring unit that called volt. Let's go to see another one. We have another definition of this one. It's what? It is the potential difference between 2 points of a conductor, of a wire, that produced by 1 joule of work done to transfer 1 coulomb. Here I needed to know the volt from its rule. So 1 joule divide 1 coulomb. To transfer 1 coulomb of charges between 2 points of the conductor. So here this is what? This is the difference between the two definitions. Each one of them is right. Let's go to see another one. Radioactivity. It's very important to know this one. Radioactivity is emission of radiation by an atom of radioactive element. Here we have radioactive element like uranium, like plutonium, like thorium. They are very active one. They are radioactive element. What's meant by radioactive here? It is the emission of radiation by itself, by the atom by itself. So the mass and volume of these atoms, it will be decreased by itself after a period of time. So it emission of the radiation by an atom of a radioactive element. Let's go to see another one. Acid. What's meant by acid? Acid is very important to know this, and it is very easy. Why? We studied before in Prep 1 and Prep 2. So here, this is acid. It's the chemical substance that produces hydrogen ions in its solution. We have no acid that has no hydrogen. Each acid in our world, in our life, it contains a hydrogen ion. This hydrogen ion produced by an acid in its solution. It's very easy to know this, and it is very important to know the acid produce hydrogen ion. That's what responsible for many things. Sour taste, changing litmus paper into red color, and reaction with carbonates forming carbon dioxide. Let's go to see another one. Speed of chemical reaction. It's about unit 1. We have a speed of chemical reaction. What's meant by this? It's the rate of a change in reactants concentration in unit time. What's meant by unit time here? 1 minute, 1 hour, 1 month, 1 day, any unit of the time. Let's go to see another thing or another type of questions here. So here we have complete the following table. Complete the following table, not complete the sentences. It's very important one. It's found in your school book. Let's go to see. Here we have the first column is substance or first cell, substance, acid or base or salt. And the second one, economic importance or uses of each one of them. So here, this is the substance, and I need the economic importance of each one. Number 1, we have a space. And the second one, the uses, we must have use. So here we have digestion of protein. It's found in the first cell. It is economic importance of this part or this substance. It is digestion of protein. So here we have what? We have another one. We have a space here and manufacture of glass cement. So what is the answer of each one of them? The first one here, we have digestion of protein. It is acid that found in gastric juice in stomach. Very good. So here this is an acid that found in our digestion system or digestive system. That's gastric juice in stomach. So the gastric juice, it means the juice of a stomach that contains acid. Which type of acid? For information, HCl. So hydrochloric acid is found in our stomach. Yes, it's a very important one to what? To change the protein into what? Into liquid, into emulsion, into peptides. After that, manufacture of glass cement. We have a salt that called calcium carbonate. Very easy. Why? Because glass and cement, we must use calcium carbonate in each one of these types of industry. Another part of this table, we have the substance here. This is acid, base, and salt. Economic importance that uses. So we have the first one here, We have the base, magnesium hydroxide. It is a type of bases. So we have the space, I need its uses. And the second one, we have the space and the uses here of this unknown one. It's manufacture of explosive material. Which one that used to manufacture of explosive material, and what are the uses of magnesium hydroxide as a base? So the first one here, it's what? Manufacture of anti-acidic medicine. What's meant by anti-acidic medicine? If you have acidity that found in your stomach, if you eat large amount of food, it's very important to know this. If I have any acidity increases inside our stomach, so we have something like burning inside our body. So we have the base here, magnesium hydroxide. It makes reaction with this acid to make salt and water and make neutralization reaction between them. So the second one, we have here manufacture of explosive material. So here we have salt, that potassium nitrate. Very good. Potassium nitrate or any compound that contains nitrate is used in material of explosive materials and fertilizers. So here this is potassium nitrate. It's used in fertilizers? Yes. Used in explosive materials? Yes. So another one, ammonium nitrate. It is another salt that used in manufacture of explosive material and some kind of fertilizers here. So let's go to see another part about this. We have substance, acid, base and salt also, and the economic importance of each one of them. Salt, it is silver nitrate. It is one use for this one. For this salt, we have one use in our curriculum. It means what? It means, if you study very well, you know this one. Manufacture of sensitive film of camera. It is old thing, but it is found until now. We have manufacture of sensitive film of camera. If you have this sensitive film in the camera, if you take or capture anyone of your friends, for example, we have this sensitive film like what? Like receiver of this picture. If I have no sensitive film in the camera, so we have no picture. Let's go to see another type of questions. Give reasons for. The easiest one of these questions. Mister, it is not easy. I need to know anything or all things about this information. Yes. Try to answer this question very or many times so you can write very well and write the whole answer of the question. Let's go to see the first one. Voltmeter is connected in parallel connection, but ammeter is connected in series connection. We have two types of measurement, voltmeter and ammeter. And we have two types of connection, parallel and series. Voltmeter is parallel, ammeter is series. Why? Because each one of them, it has its own function. Voltmeter is connected in parallel connection to measure the potential difference between 2 points in the conductor. Potential difference, it means the difference in the voltage between 2 points in the conductor. So it must be connected in parallel connection. Parallel here, it means what? It means branched route of the voltmeter to what? To the wire. Let's go to see the second part of the same question. But ammeter, it is connected in series to measure the electric current intensity. We have series connection to pass electric current inside and make what? Make measurement of electric current intensity in the same time without any mistake. So it is the ammeter. It's connected in series connection to measure the electric current intensity in a right way. But voltmeter, it's connected to the parallel. Why? To make route or different routes of the electric current intensity to measure the potential difference between 2 points in the conductor. Don't forget this. Let's go to see another question. Iron filling reacts with acid faster than a piece of iron. It is very clear. We have iron filling, it means a powder of iron, and we have a piece of iron. Which one that has large volume? Which one it has larger surface area? Yes, excellent. We have the iron filling. So the iron filling, it has more than piece of iron in its surface area. So here the iron filling, it has the large surface area. So the piece, it has many layers that the reaction cannot reach these layers, all of these layers, internal parts or internal layers that's found inside the piece of iron. So the iron filling is more than the piece of iron in its surface area, so the speed of chemical reaction, it will be faster. Another one, divided nickel is used in hydrogenation of oil industry. It's very clear. We have a type of pieces of nickel. We know this before because divided nickel is used as a catalyst. What's meant by catalyst? Help to speed the chemical reaction without enter or change its structure or change its mass or any change that happened in color or mass or volume. So divided nickel, it's very important to speed the reaction. Hydrogenation of oil to form butter. Butter, what's meant by butter here? It's what? It's a fat, a type of fat that we use it in our food because divided nickel is used as a catalyst here. After that, the steel fibers used in cleaning pots burn in the cylinder full of oxygen more than air. Here we have a cylinder that contains oxygen or full of oxygen. It's more than air. The reaction here, it's happened faster than air. Why? It is very clear. If I have oxygen or one material inside the cylinder, so it's called 100%. But the air, oxygen it contains, excellent, very good student, it's 21%. So the difference here in the concentration of the oxygen in the cylinder is more than that in the air. Why? Because oxygen is found in the cylinder is 100%. It's completely oxygen without any gas mixed to it. So the concentrated than that in air, and the rate of chemical reaction will be more faster by increasing the concentration of reactants here. Let's go to see another one in give reason. We have the blue color of copper sulfate. It is very important to write this equation of this one. Why here? Because I need here the blue color of copper sulfate is disappear by heating. Why we have disappearance here? Because here we have due to the formation of copper oxide by thermal decomposition of copper sulfate. Another one, it's complete answer now? No, I need you to write the equation here. CuSO4 blue, and we have by heat energy, it's what? It is CuO, black color, and SO3, it's what? It is sulfur trioxide gas that produced from thermal decomposition of copper sulfate. So the thermal decomposition here of copper sulfate produced two compounds. One of them is CuO, black, and we have SO3. After that we have problems. It's very important part. Let's go to see. You have three similar cells. The EMF of each one of them is 2 volt. Explain by using diagram. How can you connect them to obtain 6 volts, the first one, 2 volts, third one, second one, and third one it's 4 volts. I need to use all three similar cells, each one that has 2 volt. So the first one here, to obtain 6 volt, it is the largest number. So if you have the largest number in the problem, so connect them in series connection like this. So the shape here, we have the battery, the short one, it is negative or negative pole of the battery, and we have the positive pole is the large one or the large line. So we have three batteries like this. These three batteries that connected to each other in series connection, one after the other one. So here this is 6 volt, it's cells connected in series connection. So the second one, to obtain 2 volt in the cells connected in parallel. So the parallel, why? Because if you make parallel connection, all the parts or all positive poles that connect in one point in the conductor, and we have another one that's negative poles that connected to each other in one pole, so they have to obtain the 2 volts, the cells are connected in parallel connection. If I have 10 of these batteries. So here we have what? We have the same intensity, or we have the same EMF. Why? Because they are connected in parallel connection. Let's go to see the last part of this problem. To obtain 4 volts, it's very easy. If I have two of them, it's like this. Okay, so here we have 2 batteries that found here. We have the parallel connection. The part number 1, it is 2, and the part number 2 is 2. So these 2 parts connected to each other in series connection. So this one, it's called 4 volts. Let's go to see another one of these problems. Calculate the resistance of a conductor if the potential difference of it is 2 volts. So the potential difference here, 2 volts, and the electric current intensity is 10 ampere. Calculate the resistance. So here, this is R equal V divide I. It's very easy to know this. Ohm or resistance equal potential difference divide what? Or over the electric current intensity. 2 divide 10 equal what? Equal 0.2 ohm. Calculate the electric current intensity that pass in a conductor if the quantity of electric charges is 10 coulomb pass in 100 seconds. Why? Here we have the coulomb and we have here this time. So I need what? I need this one to know this one. Here we have I equal Q divide T. So here this is what? This is 10 divide 100 equal what? Equal 0.1 ampere. It is very easy to know this rule and to make what? To make calculation and the final result. This is 3 parts of this problem. So if the potential difference, another problem, we have potential difference between the 2 terminals of the conductor is 6 volts and the electric current intensity is 0.5 ampere. So it's pass through it, and I need another thing. Calculate the intensity of the electric current passing through this. Calculate electric current intensity that pass through this conductor if it has voltage source of 12 volts. So here this is R equal V divide I. I need to write the rule. Don't forget the rule. And the second one, we have 6 volts divide ampere. It's 0.5. So 6 divide 0.5 equal 12 ohm. So here this is the 3 parts of another problem. The rule, calculations, and the final result. Don't forget the measuring unit of each one of them. Let's go to see another one. Another part, I equal V divide R. So here this is 12 divide 12 equal 1 ampere. Here we have another part or another type of question here. We have here, this is what? This is a graph and it contains y-axis, x-axis, and we have many curves like this. First one, second one, third one, and we have the time per minute in x-axis, and here we have the concentration in the y-axis. Study the following figure and then answer. This figure like this, and in the following equation 2x give us 2y plus z. It's what? It is the equation that we have here, number 1, 2, and 3. The opposite graph represents what? Represent the change of concentration of reactants and the product during time. What's happened after that? We have write the name of each number indicates the illustrate the change of reaction and the product of this reaction during the time in table. So if I have the table like this, number 1 represent 2x, and number 2 represent z, and number 3 represent 2y. Why? Because here number 1 represent 2x because it is the type of compound that called what? That called reactant. So it is decreased from 100% during chemical reaction to reach 0%. And we have the 2 products z and 2y. Number 3 is 2y because it is more than z in what? In the curve. Let's go to see the other part here. We have time per minute. It is the illustration of this equation or this reaction in a table here. Connection or concentration of 2x, concentration of 2y, and concentration of z. We study this during time. The first one in the beginning of the chemical reaction. Concentration of 2x, it's 100%. Concentration of 2y is 0%. And we have the concentration of z is 0 also. Why? Because both of them 0%, because they are the product in the beginning of chemical reaction. We have no product. Second one, during the reaction, during time, we have connection or concentration of 2x. It's decreasing gradually. I need to know decreasing or increasing, just it. The second one, increasing gradually, and the product also increasing gradually. Z and 2y increases, and we have 2x decrease gradually during the time. And the last one, end of reaction. End of reaction, it is 0%. Why? Because here 2x is the reactant that move away from the reaction, or it is finished. After that, change into 0%, and after that the product here, it's reaches what? Reaches 100% of each one, 2y or z. Another type of question, mention the function of the following. Enzyme in human body. So the enzyme here, it helps to digest food in digestive system and act as a catalyst. So the enzyme, it makes the reaction many times to make what? Or million times in 1 minute. So this one, it's act as catalyst to speed the chemical reaction of digestion of food. Let's go to see another one. We have refrigerator. What is the function of refrigerator? I need to know this. If you put the food inside it, it decreases the temperature to decrease and stop the chemical reaction of bacteria and fungi on food, or to preserve food for longer time without spoiling. If I have reproduction of the bacteria or fungi on food, so this food, it will be spoiled. So this one, or refrigerator, decrease the temperature to decrease and stop the chemical reaction of the bacteria and fungi on food to preserve it for longer time without spoiling. It's the same one of freezer. Why? Because the freezer, it makes cooling more than a refrigerator. Another one, catalyst in chemical reaction. This catalyst in chemical reaction, it means what? It means it's the speed of chemical reaction. The function, it is the definition. Speed of chemical reaction without enter it, without a change in its structure, without a change in its mass or volume or color. So the catalyst is very important to know this one, to speed the chemical reaction without a change in any case of this catalyst. After that, a meter. What is the function of a meter, or what is the uses? It's what used to measure the current intensity. It's very easy to know this one. Let's go to see another one. Voltmeter. It's clear for us. We have, it is measured the potential difference between 2 points in a conductor. And after that, we have ohm meter. Ohm meter here, it's used to measure the resistance of a conductor that we know before. And here we have rheostat. Rheostat, it means it is a device that used to control electric current intensity. It is one type of what? Of resistance, but it is variable resistance. Don't forget this. Rheostat, it means variable resistance to control the electric current intensity by controlling of the human. So this one is called rheostat. Dear friends, I hope to enjoy your time with us. Try to answer this question many times in your books and try to make the answer in many methods. Till we meet again in another revision session. Till we meet again, thank you and goodbye everybody.